Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Throwing, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cousins to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Bulldozes past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
second down, it's Cook again.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and it's second and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On second and goal, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Open man, that's the tight end flyer move. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 38 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
and 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play at any spot on the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Another try after the first down sack. Cousins rolling to his left. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. To throw, Cousins. This one into the hands of Thielen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And Cook has it, left side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Pickett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw, Pickett. Going across the formation, he finds Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Pickett to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play. Following the interception, Cousins.
Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 90 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now here's another carry for Harris. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. They'll try and run with Harris. And this time he is in. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play fake. Cousins. Looking here for Smith downfield. They've got his man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook.
He'll take it inside the 25. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They try again with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage? But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now I can imagine the defense yelling it.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. C.J. Ham punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead now up to 14.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They go play action. Cousins steps away, and it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
That's to Freiermuth.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
Pickett to throw. Here's Freiermuth again.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Looking to throw here, Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Pickett.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Cousins.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot for Pickett. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he missed it.